Hi, I'm Holly from rockingthecloth.com, and I want to talk about the pros of cloth diapers. I'm just going to focus on the pros for now because I feel like when people start to dig into cloth diapers and when people that don't know a lot about cloth diapers think about them, they dwell on the negatives right away. And I'm here today because I feel there are so many pros to cloth diapers, enough that it far outweighs any negative, and that there's actually a lot of cool reasons to choose cloth over disposables. Okay, so that's what I'd like to talk about today. And as a disclaimer, before I get started, this is not a video meant to make anyone feel condemned if they don't choose cloth diapers. This is merely a reason to talk, or a video to talk about my reasons for using cloth diapers. Okay, so my first reason is that it saves money. That was my number one reason for choosing cloth because when I got pregnant, it was about a month after I got married and I wasn't totally expecting it, and I was 23 and my husband and I didn't have a lot of money. So I was frantically researching ways to save money on having a kid because all I had ever heard was how expensive they are. So in my research, I stumbled upon cloth diapers, and at first I was like, no, because I didn't know much about them and it sounded kind of gross and it sounded like a lot of trouble that wasn't worth it. But as I started digging into it more and more, I realized modern cloth diapers are actually a lot different than I realized they were, and that it actually didn't seem like it was that hard and that it could really potentially save us a lot of money. So as I dug into it more, I eventually got sold on the idea, and here we are. Okay, that was my first reason. Number two is that it reduced waste. Okay, this was my second reason for doing it because I'm not a full-blown zero waste environmentalist. I'm just not. But I do think it's really important that each person does what they can to leave this world a better place for our kids. Okay, I think that that's just a responsible thing to do, regardless of your opinions on anything related to the environment. And any way that I can reduce waste and save money is a great thing to me. Okay, it's estimated that each person throws out about 30 pounds worth of garbage per week. So if you're a family of four, that's 120 pounds of garbage. And I don't know where disposables play into that because it's an average. So I don't know if it'd be more if you have disposables or not. But I do know that anything we can do to try to bring that number down and try to reduce the amount we're putting in drastically growing landfills is a good thing. Okay. My third reason was that they can be a lot healthier for babies. Okay, a lot of babies have reactions to the chemicals in disposables, which can cause rashes. And if your baby doesn't and you want to use disposables, that's great. But a lot of babies do, and parents can spend a lot of money trying different brands of disposables to see what works. But you really don't have that issue with cloth. There's nothing about cloth that should cause a rash. I know some people say that they tried cloth and it caused rashes, so they quit. But there's nothing about a cloth diaper that should cause a rash. So if you're having rash issues with cloth, it's likely that there's something else going on there. And that's actually good news because it means it can be fixed. And there's a whole bunch of things we can look into for that I won't get into now. But so there was that rash issue. Also, I'm thinking about my pets. We had two dogs, and that eating a disposable diaper, that gel in there, can actually be lethal to pets. And how many of us know a dog that is a time or two dragged a disposable diaper out of a garbage and ate it? That's kind of something dogs are known for doing now and then. So, that was something I wanted to keep in mind of something that could happen, and I wanted to be responsible about that. Also, if you do some research on the chemicals in disposables, and I'm not an anti-chemical person that thinks they're all bad, okay? But I'm just saying if you do some of the research on them, there are some concerning things that come up. And again, this video isn't really the time or place for me to get into that. You can do your own research on that or go to my blog where I'll talk about it more. But there is some concern about kind of the safety issues in a lot of the chemicals that are in that gel. Okay, so there was that health reason for doing it. Also, number four was that they're super cute. When I first started looking into cloth, I wasn't sure about the bulk. I thought it would make my baby look really goofy. And so I did all this research trying to find the trimmest possible brands of cloth diapers. And I did buy a lot of trim diapers. But as we started diapering more and more, and I ended up having to double some inserts and they ended up getting bulky anyway, I actually realized, you know what? A fluffy butt is cute. Okay, it's not just something the cloth diaper people were saying to justify the fluffy butts. It actually is adorable. I don't know why I was so worried about it. Now it's just so cute. Okay, so that was my number 4. And my last reason was the practicality. And I know that you're thinking, how are cloth diapers practical? Okay, but they actually are for a few reasons. One, I never run out of diapers. Okay, I might run out of my favorite kind of diapers, but usually once I'm like, uh-oh, I've used all my pockets or whatever, I get a load of wash going and I have a few backup diapers of ones that aren't totally my favorite. I kind of liken it to the same thing with underwear. Do you ever really run out of clean underwear? Usually no. Usually you just run out of the clean underwear that you like to wear, and then you have something in the back of a drawer you can pull out. I kind of say it's the same thing with cloth. So you never really run out of cloth. You never really have to do a late night diaper run. Okay. Also, it's customizable for absorbency. You can try so many different inserts to find what you need so that you don't have leaks. There's a way to fix every problem with cloth, okay? I know some people think disposables hold more, and they might hold a little more, but my youngest, we tried disposables just at night with him, just one every night, and he'd still out pee a size 6 at night. It's not always as simple as it seems, is what I'm trying to say. And at least with cloth, you have that ability to customize a little more. And finally, there are no blowouts with cloth, okay? Or very little. I'm sure there's a baby somewhere that has figured that out. But for the most part, there are no blowouts because cloth diapers have elastic around the waist and around the legs. And that elastic keeps poop contained when the baby has a big one. So that's pretty awesome that you're not dealing with poop in the clothes as much as you would with disposables, especially when the babies are really young. Okay, so those are my top 5 pros for using cloth diapers, and I hope this helped a lot of you out there that were kind of on the fence or in that research stage for using cloth diapers. Okay, feel free to check out my blog rockingthecloth.com for more information. You can also email me at holly@rockingthecloth.com, and I will gladly respond to you and help you with anything that you need. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.